Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. To all RipRight Hadith disciples, YouTubers, and viewers, welcome back to a new video on RipRight HD. And today I'll be showing y'all my home equipment and what I use while I'm on quarantine. So we're going to start from the most to the least, if I could even give y'all that kind of gauge today. Stay tuned and stay ripped.
هذا حد العالم، هذا طالب، هذا راسخ والى اخره.
So what's going on, guys? The first thing you're gonna need on quarantine is this pull-up bar, man. And I don't know where my brother got it from, but it was purchased for me way before I went to prison. And I never used it. It was in a box, and when I came home it was in my room. So at this time I was already into working out, so you know, I just took advantage of it. So he had got it from Amazon, I believe, so I can check it out and try to find out the name of this and leave a link or something. But this is the best one I've seen yet. So it unscrews easy. You see that? It just gets smaller and smaller the more you start to screw. So what happens is they have these little things right here, and I have to show you guys real quick. It's like, you know, it's like a Snapple cap with, and then you just put it on the top. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like the other side is of the pull-up bar is like the glass, and you're just putting it in the top. So you have 3 screws to screw it in, if that makes any sense what I just said. And I'll show you guys, it's a very sturdy pull-up bar. So once it unscrews, now to get it into place, you just put it in and you twist, and then the pull-up bar just gets longer and longer and longer to eventually it snaps into place. And why I like this, because I seen those other pull-up bars before I even went to prison, when you were seeing all of the commercials and they would put them over the door and you would have to remove it from the door. And I see a lot of guys doing push-ups on those. I also have that here because when I came home, I ended up purchasing one of these for my bro that's actually in Konya, and I purchased for him, and he had the one that you put over the door and he didn't want it no more, so he gave it to me. So I ended up with this one and that one, and it was like a hazard. You can't really use it and put it in over the door. You can't close the door, but with this can fit right in between the door, and you can still close your door, and it's nothing. There's no interference. Your door closes all the way. You understand? I'm telling you, holds up to 225 pounds, man. If you didn't have a pull-up bar before quarantine, shame on you. Okay, guys, so let's start. Now, after the pull-up bar, we got the double dip bar. So I got these double dip bars from Hero Sport. So I definitely use these dip bars a lot, especially lately since training high reps and pushes being my weak point. So I've been trying to use these dip bars as much as possible. So next, I would say I just recently got these. Now, shout out to PACEARTH, man. You get these for 30% off. You can't beat it. They're definitely good push-up parallettes. Now, I had these parallettes before, but they were a little too high when I was practicing planche. These work out a little more perfect. Now, the rings, man. I use these rings religiously for a long time, and since my new training, I stopped using them. I can't lie, but they're definitely good for in home because of the ceiling being so close. You can't do muscle ups, so you would put the rings on the dip bar. On the pull-up bar. You would lower them, and you'd be able to do muscle ups a lot easier. And you would have to do the ring muscle ups, obviously, in force grip. So you know, one of the things I don't use too often is my weight belt, as well as the weights. I use these sliders a lot because you guys know that I like doing splits. So I got these from Amazon too. I use these for doing a lot of splits. Now, it's essential to have different kinds of resistance band. I got them in every level. I'm talking about heavy to light. Now these is from PACEARTH. Like I said, the whole store is 20% off, so y'all guys can use my promo code RipRight and get right. You know what I'm saying? So definitely one thing that I don't use as much as I want to is the wheel, because my goal was to actually do the wheel standing, and I can't for some reason. I think it's my lower back. I gotta work more on that. So I got the 30-pound weight vest from V-Force. This was very expensive, and I've been using it lately because of my bar brawl that was coming up April 11th, but unfortunately because of the coronavirus they might be shutting it down. I've tried these, and no lie, these is really typically for weights, but you can use them also for pull-ups. They're from PACEARTH again, and you could get 20% off. So when I put these things on, yo, no lie, I put them on the other day just to do a video, and while I was in the gym, this before the gyms closed, and what I did was took this, wrapped it around the pull-up bar, and grabbed it, and when I tell you the grip was amazing. I ended up doing like 10 to 12 more pull-ups than I normally do. So if you're trying to increase your reps and you trying to cheat, holla at PACEARTH. No lie. So I definitely got the booty bands. People can say what they want, but I do certain things with these, especially when I'm in home, around the waist, I mean the legs, you know, and do my squats with them. So what else we have here? Yeah, definitely my wrist wraps. I use these religiously because, like I said, me personally, I have a bad wrist, and like I said, I have the other pull-up bar that's like this under my bed. I don't use that at all. So that basically sums it up, besides the jump rope, which I never use in the house. Yeah, I got an all in-home gym, so there's no excuse. So essentially my best three would be the pull-up bar, the dip bar, and the parallettes. And then number 4 would definitely be resistance bands, because if you had those 4 items, you could accomplish anything that you're trying to accomplish. When you have that pull-up bar, that dip bar, the push-up bars, and resistance bands, you're unstoppable. So that's my top 4 house equipments, okay? Especially on quarantine, and if you want to stay in shape, you can do 15 dips every minute on a minute for 60 minutes. 900 dips, high reps, things like this that I learned from Semi Man. Shout out to Fit Semi Man. He's putting me in a whole nother lane right now. All right, guys. I hope that helped. Stay tuned. Stay ripped. It's your boy Islaam, and like we said, RipRight is the team. Get down, man. The train don't stop. Coronavirus can't stop this train.
Indeed, in the body, literal translation, is a lump of flesh, a piece of meat. إِذَا صَلَحَتْ صَلَحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. And when that lump of flesh